Well, that's a good looking tee shot right here for Viktor, right down the middle.
Yes. Next to play is our 2011.
This one drifting right. It's got to get up. Yeah, a little cool out here this morning. Ball not carrying quite as far. Well, there you go. That could have had that impact there. No spin on the golf ball. So that was one there that I thought Viktor would have a pretty good chance at getting close to the hole. That's got to stretch. Yeah, that'll be a disappointing bogey after a good tee shot here at the first for Viktor. Yeah, that sounded like a mishit. And that was not a very good shot there from Viktor Hovland. You mishit this going at the hole, this could filter all the way back down to the front of the green. So, yeah, this is pretty well played right here. There were a lot of bad things that could have happened right there, but that was well done from Viktor Hovland. Nice up and down right there for Viktor Hovland. And this one hanging up the left side. Will it stay in the fairway? Just first cut. That's not going to be too bad, though, for Viktor. Got Viktor around 258 or so to the front. And this one comes out to the right, and that's not the spot you want to miss it. Short right to this front right hole location. That is all going to be lie dependent. Maybe not to pass right under this. Now he gave that a little extra gas, and that's going to be long, but that's a smart shot.
It's such a good lesson in watching that play there for the viewers watching, John, where that's how you do it.
Just got a little locked up on the line. And
hey, John Rollins, I got to tell you, our fellow announce colleague here, John Walls.
And this too starts up the left side, turning a little. This should be just fine, though.
That was exactly how he swung the driver to me in round one.
Left hole location. Don't want to miss left here, so anything right in the center of the green. This one right at it, though, for Viktor. Tremendous shot right there.
Absolutely. That's one of his best swings of the day, Viktor Hovland.
How Viktor putted yesterday, plus 2.6 in strokes gained putting.
Oh, and add to that tally, 10 feet and down.
And this one starts left, but appears to be cutting back into the left side of the fairway. This should be just fine. Up onto that top tier. And this again on a good line. There you go, just like that, guys.
Just like you drew it up. That one a little lower, flighted, a little smoother a swing. That was masterclass from Viktor Hovland.
He made one back at the fourth of a similar distance. Not much to this putt. Little right to left. Just a little too high.
No, just a little mop-up work for the powerful Viktor Hovland on 5.
You just felt like you didn't make anything.
6T. Hovland unloading.
One of the few holes here which actually has a little bit of movement from right to left. A lot of straight holes here.
Yeah, 151 for his second shot. Just another opportunity for Viktor, and say maybe a B- on that effort. Up the hill, should work a little to his right. Did he hit it? Ooh, right in the center, short. Good effort, though.
He was hunting Hovland. 3 starts in this fall portion of the wraparound season for Viktor. Tied 13th in the US Open, tied 12th at the CJ Cup over at Shadow Creek in Las Vegas in the following week. Made the cut at the Zozo Championship, but didn't really accelerate over the weekend.
There is back into player's face. Got to fly this a couple of paces on a little false front right there. This just left of the flag. That's a pretty smart shot right there. Oh man, good putt right there for Viktor. 3 here on the 7th is never a bad score. Yeah, this one going just a little left. I think it's going to hop through into the rough.
Correct in keeping the bubble as tight as they can.
Viktor Hovland just off in the rough. His second shot on the way at 8.
Yeah, it was just a terrible lie for Viktor. Couldn't do much more than advance it down the fairway.
Hovland.
Yeah, 131, this dangerously left. Oh, very fortunate that ball lands soft. So that's not the greatest shot right there, but ends up in a decent position. And it just didn't really roll through there the greatest. That's one there, Birdie's pretty surprised he didn't put a little loft on it, landed on the green. And
Putter, especially in that area, it looks very patchy, very bumpy, and obviously just didn't like the way it was sitting.
Again, 182 to the flag. This one just left on a good line. Yeah, well done right there.
Also up on that top deck, and there'll be 2 good looks there for Jason Day.
Hovland back at 9.
Well, Viktor Hovland would have gotten a really good read had he been up here watching Jason Day's putt. Instead, he was helping Phil Mickelson, but this on a similar line, working left to right. And gotta go in.
We have got some expert camera work on the go. That was some sort of a view, wasn't
that
it?
great? The line on his ball was perfect, right? That barely wavered.
You know what? I was more enamored by the...
Again, playing a little bit into the breeze. Kind of off the right. Viktor Hovland's tee shot starts up the left side, drifting, but it's trying to hang in. I think this is going to stay in the fairway. Indeed it does.
Viktor Hovland's second at the 10th.
Yeah, really a good opportunity here for Viktor to attack this front right hole location. Needs to get down. Got good pace. Good line. Oh.
It is beautiful stuff there. Worth a smile from Viktor Hovland.
Nice 2-putt for Viktor Hovland.
Just looks so fundamentally sound over the putter.
And this one too, starting in the right center of the green, trying to turn, but the wind not letting it.
These greens are firming up a little bit, and what makes this green hard is that front portion of the green.
Well, and I would say that's been Viktor's tendency from long range today. They've been on pretty good lines, but not enough speed. This one looks pretty good, though. Just like you say, though, just a little short, but good judgment of speed.
From long range all day long, and he was one of the best in the business, and it was just pure repetition.
Just a little bleeder cut. And just right there up the left center, and ball moved. I'll give it every bit of a yard that ball moved.
Yeah, there are not many golf courses in the world that will defend a tee shot like that.
Hovland's second on the way.
Yeah, this just left to the flag. Appears to be good distance. Got to be careful here. This flattest part of this green is where this hole is located, but anything over this green, that's almost a guaranteed bogey.
Hovland back in red numbers. Well, you're right. That skyscraper in the background there is just a perfect target.
It's a nice aiming point. It's almost like the architect looked at this and goes, coach and caddy to Jason Day. I'm Mark Immelman. John Walls has taken a little bit of a break as we watch Viktor Hovland find this putting surface, and it is devilish right now, Colin.
This one can change all of that for Viktor Hovland if it can go in. Oh.
As this golf course continues to dry out, as the sun shines brightly on it, not a cloud in the sky really, you know, having some of those stress-free parts.
This too on a up the left side, not turning back to the right. This may catch the left rough. Wind slightly out of the left, maybe a touch of help. Just didn't quite come out of there like he was hoping.
Well, certainly taking a more lofted club.
Yeah, just a bit unlucky there. Like I said, it's just hard to judge that lie when that ball set down like that. Made that shot much more difficult.
Viktor Hovland trying to remain one.
Yeah, just really misjudged the pace on that putt. I think really thought that was going to be quick and a chance to get away from him, and not his best stroke.
There's a number of putts today and yesterday too that came up short from Viktor Hovland.
The old professional miss with the water on the right. And you send one down the left-hand side.
Well, and he decides to lay up as well after all that time.
Hanging live for Viktor Hovland's third.
Yeah, but just play this a little left. This going right at it, though. Okay. Easy now. That's going to stay there. That's a good shot. Yeah, it just kind of hung out there, just like I thought. Just not quite as much break as Phil coming off of that little bit of a slope. You know, I could see that with really a layup off the tee and a front hole location, giving these players plenty of opportunities for birdies. This one left for Viktor, and that's what you don't want to do, laying up off the tee.
Hovland on the rough.
Now 151 for Viktor. This one's diving, may need to release.
That one not quite catching that slope we were talking about.
Seen him leave the flagstick in quite a bit.
Yeah, just didn't get that one high enough, Matt. That was always going to be a kind of a big sweeper right to left.
Already a long par 4, becoming even longer.
Oh, that one took a terrible bounce there to the right.
Terrible lie here in the rough. He's got to chase this one into the green. Coming out kind of low and left.
There you go.
Well, maybe got a good break there that it landed in the upslope.
Good job, mate.
Agree, John. He's played Mark spoke about it before, and he actually used a word that I loved, and he said a very professional round of golf.
Yeah, you know, if anything, that right there has been the miss today, or the sort of the disconnect. He's just looked a little tentative on some of these putts on the greens when he's had some good looks.